Hi everyone, let's go and talk a little bit about kind of doing that furry head. Now the furry head, just basically furry is kind of a general term for having a human with animal characteristics. So it's not a full animal, it's an animal, it's a human with animal characteristics. So let me go ahead here first. I'm going to go and draw myself a regular style sort of skull and go and put it at a 45-degree angle. So so I put a little curve on my vertical, and I'll go ahead and do straight with my horizontal, placing the eyes halfway between the center and the side, looking away from the viewer first. Then I'll use the spacing from the side of the eye to the center to find where the next eye goes. That way I keep the eyes relatively proportionally close to one another in terms of where they should go on the face. Now, let's go ahead and mark off where the nose and the mouth would go, eyebrow and hairline. Okay, so we're pretty good right there. Put in the ear, and bring that, start on the eye line up to the top of the eye, and bring down that ear, and it comes down right about where the nose is. So there we go. So that's our kind of our standard kind of cartoon skull character, and sort of looking at a 45-degree angle. Okay. Now, if we were to take something like this and do the exact opposite, say, well, let's take this again, and let's go ahead and add some features to that, which would be animal-like. All right. So in this case, then, see, for me, I'm going to go ahead and I've got certainly the goatee, right? And I've certainly got the glasses as part of a character, right? And right there. So that's sort of, in a nutshell, that's sort of myself there, right? But we take that now, we translate this over on the other side here, and they got those sort of characteristics of my glasses, the eyebrows that go up into a point, and the goatee. So if I go back over to this guy, back over here on the right, let's go same thing again. I'm going to go ahead and do this vertical line, which has a slight arc to it. And so looking off to the side, I'm going to put in that horizontal line for my eyes. And I'll go ahead and put my eyes in the same exact way as before. And I'll mark off where my eyebrows and hairline go, my nose and my mouth. Now, I need to think about the rest of the features. How do I want to do this? In my case, I like to do a bird person, a bird man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and use the markings for the center of where the eyes would be and the mouth to mark off where that beak would be. So I'm going to go ahead and take this guy here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. And this side over here, I'm going to round that off over on this side and use that point here where the mouth would be, right? I mean, we'll see where the nose would be. And I'm going to bring that down for the mouth on there. See that right there? I'm going to bring that down. And for the eyebrows, I'm still going to use my eyebrows, right? That are stylistically part of who I am. And I might go back, still back in and put my chin in there. Maybe I'll kind of stylize that a little bit more with a little bit of chin outline there. And then I'll go ahead, I'll indent the eye, kind of bring out the cheek again, like I normally would. And for this part here, let me go and round that off a little bit there. And do some erasing in here, kind of clean up those lines a little bit. Is that the next thing I'm going to go and do is go and put some glasses on there, right? Got to put my glasses on, clean up my lines here a little bit. There we go, that clarity there. And let's see here, I'm going to go ahead and for the glasses, still go back in and put those in. And put the other side in. And for the temple here, I'm not going to draw that temple there because I'm not going to put the ear in for the bird. I'm not going to put that in. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish that off as that is the skull, and that is the head right there. Now, the beak right there, let's see the beak. I want to change that a little bit. Now that I see it, I want to change this a little bit, and that's okay to do it. So I'm going to go back into here like this. Going to make that a little bit shorter, and I'm going to go ahead and bring that mouth down a little bit, and then I'll bring it up over here a bit like a smile. I kind of like that better. There we go. And maybe I'll make the tip of that nose a little bit more pointed. That's the fun thing about this one. You can go ahead and play with this. There we go. That's one variation. So it kind of leaves myself as sort of this bird man with the crazy beak. I can even go back in and push that even a little bit further and almost push the beak almost like it's pushing in like a cheek on there. So this comes down, and then I can push this out like this and round that off and bring that up, see? And if I wanted to go even further, I can take the nose, the beak back up again a little bit, and like this, and then bring this mouth like this, keep it like this, but then take it straight right into that point right there. Right there. There we go. Take that in there. That's kind of the fun part about doing projects like this, where you can kind of go back in and you can experiment and play. That's always a fun part to do. I always enjoy doing that. So I can get rid of my setup lines here. And there we go. And again, my character's not going to have any, not going to have, let's say this, ears per se, right? If I wanted to go and put some in, I could. I might just put little bumps there like that, right? Just a little bumper like that. But really, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to leave that just as is, making the side of that lens here a little bit bigger now that I look at it. There we go. So there we go. So again, there we go. I just turned myself into a human-animal hybrid here. So again, this is sort of, again, your standard sort of my standard head. And on this right here is I'm a bird man on this one. So I'm human, but I have animal characteristics, right? But I've kept certain things about myself that are very specific in terms of keeping glasses, the eyebrows, and the shrubbery on the chin. Okay, so you guys have fun with yours. Again, the idea is not to obliterate or lose the human completely, but to use a humanoid or human-like sort of character with, again, animal characteristics. Okay, have fun with that. We'll see you later.